though.
All right, everyone, check your volume knob because Bash and I are here to blow this one out of the water. INTZ and Nova Maodou are both really experienced teams. INTZ actually qualified for the most number of qualifiers last year in the 2019 run-up. They didn't get the golden ticket, but they made it through on the wild card round. They are actually the fan favorite with 71.5% of the vote, a huge Brazilian audience that loves these guys and wants to see them moving on, but not if Nova Maodou have anything to say about it. They have been competing as the little green soybeans from China, a surprise upstart team that have been picked up by one of the largest organizations in esports, Nova. They switched up their roster this month. Hai and Ming are returning, 3-star hitters to be sure, but the rest, Jose, Franco, and Velsibor are new additions, Bash.
That'll be interesting to see how it plays out as Nova is still looking to punch that golden ticket. We're going to have Renan with INTZ coming in with those super witches. Banks kind of referring to it. One of the more popular strategies we've seen since that latest update. We do have those super minions coming out of the clan castle. The king's going to go ahead and work out that 9 o'clock position and funnel everything right into the middle of the base, and a jump spell will get us right on through the rest of it with a rage, getting everything to the town hall. This is off to a good start, Woody.
Glorious funneling and a good job with those super wall breakers. Does miss that internal compartment, but he's got 3 more wall breakers to add in there. Not super wall breakers, mind you. One of the few returns of the old school wall breakers to crack through. That death damage going to give them an extra little boost as they knock into that juicy center core. Super witches can really go the distance, but as we've seen time and again, they can get really stalled up and slowed down early on. That is why he has brought so many jump and rage spells to get them over these walls and onto their intended targets, knocking through the first half of the base. The 2 stars are secured, Bash.
I love what he did here. He used those wall breakers to open up that wall. Then he's going to have that jump to the back end compartment, which is going to open up the Igor Artillery, the single target Inferno, and that scatter shot on the bottom. Brilliant play here by Renan as those wall breakers gave access, and he's got so much left up here. Still has a free spell, has that Queen's ability. We got Hogs coming down the Siege Bears. Woody, this is looking like a great start for INTZ.
It's a bit tricky to gauge the strength of these attacks though, Bash, and actually with only a few super witches as the main offenders, it's single target Infernos that have burnt through quite a few of them on the backside. That Archer Queen struggling to survive against an impressive wave of destruction from that scatter shot, knocking heroes and hogs down alike. Renan still has a lot left to do as Jose's last defenses in the bottom compartment have held on, but we've got an ability. The Royal Champion tosses her shield. She might just have done it. So many buildings still standing up with just 18 seconds. Renan has an extra freeze spell that he hasn't even used yet, but can he knock down what still stands, Bash?
So close, Woody. I got a little bit ahead of myself. You called it. Those witches got burned up, and this one is going to be coming down to time. 4 seconds. Oh my goodness, that storage is at full health, and it is not going to have enough. The 97% devastation. The time fell for INTZ. Oh man, I got ahead of myself. It looked so strong, and then those witches just fell down right there at the end, and the Royal Champion tried her hardest, but she could just not clutch up those final few buildings.
Renan was the MVP of the INTZ squad back in June, picking up 3 triples off of all 3 wars before they lost to Worlds Qualified Team alternate attacks. The story changed up a bit last month, though, in October's first qualifier when he failed to get a single 3-star, and unfortunately, that seems to have happened again here. They lost to Darkest Muzan, though, and so an interesting storyline here for INTZ is that they have actually been defeated by 2 teams that have gone on to the World Championships. The fact that they picked up a 2-star and a 97% is a great start for them, but Ming from Nova Maodou might be the one to upset them. The next attacker from this squad is moving in hard and heavy with Yetis.
This is our first sight at the Yeti Smash in this qualifier. One of the favorite attacks of all of these players. It is still super strong. Those Yetis are going to come in. Remember, those Yeti Mites are going to come out of the baskets in the back and target those defenses. And we got a great funnel set through the middle of this base. We do have a jump spell. And look at this, 3 ranges. But those Yetis, oh no, the Yetis are going to walk around. He's going to have to push them back in. Perhaps use that jump spell a little bit earlier than anticipated. Wait, they're coming back, Woody! The Yetis are coming back to get the town hall down.
By hook or by crook, we'll pull them back into the action, and Ming will continue his path of destruction through the space. Knocks down the enemy Archer Queen, and with the jump spell is all just hauling all over the place. Great job on the bottom side, adding on a Royal Champion to support those witches and keep them on task. There's a lot of exterior buildings to finish off, but the cleanup is going great. Halfway through this raid now, and he's got the 2-star secured with those heroes still looking strong. A Royal Champion ability still yet to be used, and she'll hold on to it for the last line of defenses along the top side of the space. Ming still has a rage spell. Ming still has 2 free spells left, but where are all the offensive troops? He's lost his Archer Queen, still stunned on the top side, and there's not a whole lot left for this base to be finished off.
Oh, the Royal Champion tried her hardest. He raged her up, but she could not get through the Expo and the scatter shot, and this one is not going to have enough gas as those key defenses are tucked away inside this base. Ming is going to look to respond to INTZ's 97%. Perhaps some Yeti Mites can come out of this Yeti's basket and help get down that scatter shot. Remember, the Royal Champion did... Oh, wait. Oh, they're gone. Oh, the Yeti got spring trapped on out of there, Woody.
Well, those Yetis only have so many Yeti Mites in the basket. Ming actually just missed the Archer Tower there with his last free spell, but I don't think that was going to be the crucial exchange here. He's chipping even more damage in, just grabbing as many structures as he can. As you mentioned there, INTZ with a 97% did an awesome job, and it looks like that will hold on to the lead in this war. But Nova Maodou striking back with 91% total on their 2-star are certainly still in it.
Yes, they are. I mean, 2 solid 2-star attacks from both Nova Maodou and INTZ, putting them still firmly in this race. It's still anyone's war. I mean, we've only had 1 attack apiece, but you know what? Just needing to get those triples on the board, needing to do it early on to get some momentum going through, because we're sitting at a 6% differential, which can make a big impact towards the back end of this war bash.
That's right, anyone's ball game. The unfortunate time fell for INTZ, and Nova just not able to get through that scatter shot on the back end. Man, the scatter shots have played such a key role in these wars, and we're gonna have Bernal, the one and only from INTZ, coming in with a Zap Lalo, utilizing 7 lightning spells and an earthquake to take out that clan castle and surrounding defenses. And then we're gonna have these heroes work in here and try to get massive value. It looks like he's gonna push in and try to get this Eagle artillery down and set up great pathing for the balloons to come in a little bit later, Woody.
Bernal is one of the strongest attackers from INTZ, picked up 2 triples and a 99% 2-star in a crushing war against Darkest Muzan. I've mentioned it before, but both of the teams that INTZ have lost to in the 2 qualifiers that they competed in have gone on to win those golden tickets. So they are certainly one of the top squads that have been competing for many, many months together. This is a really reliable lineup, and Bernal, with that big advanced expansion in his army camps, is sure to be wrecking destruction on this base set up by Ming. Single target infernos are going to be hard and heavy to deal with for these heroes. They're piercing through the last layer on the outside, but skeleton traps have popped out and are slowing down the Royal Champion. One last spear gets it down though, and with the ability here popped now by the Archer Queen, she finishes off an air sweeper and a scatter shot. Really good news for this Laloon push.
This is a great start for Bernal. It didn't quite go the way he planned, but he still got down everything he was looking for. The Eagle artillery is down, the scatter shot is down, and that single target inferno. And now he's gonna start in with all these balloons, and we have that stone slammer supporting. We should see these 3 headhunters come in right as he anticipates pushing that Warden's ability right over this town hall. And here we go. Warden's ability is popped. Are the headhunters in? I don't see any headhunters to deal with that Royal Champion. However, he's just gonna muscle on through and push through this base, Woody.
That is still a lot of balloons left, and there's hardly any splash defensive structures on the backside. Loons split on the last line of defenses, and with the final race spell, I think that they've got it. Bernal's looking for 3 stars, and we will be happy if he goes in home with anything less. Knocks apart that wizard tower, and with a minute for cleanup, he has got it in the bag. Royal Champion has been eliminated, and there are no longer any defenses left. The balloons start dropping their payload on every single structure in sight. They're clumped up with so many minions and even a dragon left. This is an easy snack. Bernal chops down for the first triple.
Oh, baby, a triple. Bernal came in so strong, blew right on through that Royal Champion. I swear he had headhunters in that composition, but I never saw them go in. Perhaps they caught a spring trap or a bomb or something, but he still gets the job done, just muscles right up through, pushes those balloons in, and gets the first triple for INTZ, and they are in a commanding spot after those first 2 attacks. Nova's got they got a 3-star here. You know, a squad like INTZ with as much experience as they have are gonna bring all that they can. They're gonna bring the 3 stars, so Nova's got to respond right here. You don't want to fall behind, Woody.
Love to see that replay as the massive balloon parade storms through the base, but we've got no time to pump the brakes as High from Nova Maodou will be the next attacker for this squad. High was present in our previous war, this just a couple of weeks ago, picked up 2 3-stars, defeating Darkest Muzan. His only other attack was a 2-star 66% when they won that war against the world's qualified team. High will seek to do the same again against an INTZ squad that will be ahead no matter what happens in this fight here and now. They are pretty far behind on those first 2 attacks and are seeking to catch back up with a crack in through the top. Archer Queen's taken a lot of damage on this stab through, even with healers raged up. She's forced to use that ability early, Bash.
The Headhunters forced the ability, and that scatter shot, man, it was just dealing so much damage to this poor queen. Is gonna have to rage her again, and she's trying to get these super minions down. Headhunter's gonna give her ability to go over towards the town hall, but she is without her ability, is what I'm trying to say here. But that town hall compartment is open. Oh no, the queen's pulling her to the right side. He's gonna freeze. Oh my goodness, the queen goes down, Woody, and the town hall is still standing. He's gotta send the hybrid right at the town hall now.
Big loss for High, and those poor healers are getting ripped up by air defenses and Teslas alike. He really wants to try to salvage them and keep them alive for this hybrid army as the Hogs start to come on in. Supported by the Grand Warden, they're finally going to engage that town hall, but the early stab from that Archer Queen did not get as much work done as High had been hoping for. High hopes, but Nova Maodou are going to be struggling for the comeback now. Siege Barracks has been deployed, and we're expecting to see even more Hogs storming on out. The cavalry has arrived. Rage spell dropped right in the core, boosted up a Grand Warden, knocking down so many structures, but the traps from Celino are just too much. Explosions, tornadoes, this is so much to deal with, and High has just got too much to handle.
Those angry Hogs are trying their best, but it is not going to quite be enough. That queen did not get enough value at all. Just imagine if he was able to get the town hall down with the queen. He could perhaps set up the funnel closer to the 12 o'clock or even the 6 o'clock position, the top or bottom of the base, and had way better pathing for the hybrid. He's now out of spells, and man, there's a lot of defenses up. He does have a nice little pack of miners in here, though. But with 2 wizard towers and a bomb tower, that should make quick work of those troops as well.
Barbarian King takes one for the team and soaks the fire from that Eagle artillery. Still has quite a few miners left here, trying to boost him up with that Grand Warden as best he can, but unfortunately he wanders into single target range. There's 2 wizard towers left, and that's plenty of splash damage along with the archer cannon and bomb tower to knock apart these miners. It's a really impressive hit from High as he passes the 90% threshold here. A 2-star is strong, but not enough to catch up to the Brazilian behemoths. Those barbarians are looking massive as INTZ will keep their lead both on offense and on defense.
That's right. High had a great recovery here. Not quite enough to get over the hump, but a great recovery for the 92%, but they're going to fall behind now, Banks.
Exactly. Keeping that percentage high, though, that was crucial for Nova Maodou towards the back end of that attack. However, that was a difficult pill to swallow, losing out to that star. So Nova Maodou are going to have to shift into a new gear in order to overtake INTZ, but still anyone's right now, Woody.
Yeah, I gotta say, INTZ are really far ahead right now, though. They certainly have gotten the advantage in the early stage of this war, and with Loop Zero moving in next, I think that they're ready to push it even further. He was one of the few players to have a perfect war day in every single day earlier on in this month in the October qualifier. INTZ's Loop Zero recently added back onto the lineup, got 3 3-stars, and is looking to do the very same thing again against their old foes, Nova Maodou. Franco on defense has got his Eagle artillery and Town Hall far separated, as we often see, but interestingly, Loop Zero has decided to go for the Eagle artillery early on here. A bit of a risky play, but if it pays off, it might be exactly what he needs to finish off that key defensive structure and knock down for all 3 stars.
The queen is going to take out the king here with the support of that headhunter. And as you mentioned, there it goes. The eagle artillery is going to be targeted, and she's going to pull out these clan castle troops. It does not look like a full pool, as we just see some archers in there. A lot of times when you see a handful of archers, there's going to be headhunters and maybe even super minions behind. So we'll have to see as this queen pushes a little bit further in what comes out of the clan castle. Meanwhile, we have that brand new champion king on the right side, just setting the funnel for the hybrid. And here we go. There are those super minions and a headhunter coming out of the clan castle, Woody.
Really great decision there by Loop Zero to hold on to that poison spell. It can be super tricky knowing when exactly to deploy it when you got CC troops marching in toward you, but using it on the headhunter and the super minions is exactly the perfect decision here. Keeps his archer queen up, alive and well, and the main phase of the attack has now begun. Riders swarming through the right corner of this base. They'll easily knock down that first multi-target Inferno and have got that life aura perfectly positioned to keep them healthy and secure. Archer queen on the backside will engage the offensive archer queen, but the ability popped right there. Royal Cloak will protect her, knocks down the enemy, engages the enemy CC, and will finish off a scatter shot to boot. Meanwhile, the Hogs are unstoppable. This is an easy 3-star for Loop Zero.
Loop Zero crushing this base. He had perfect timing to deploy the miners and hogs right into that single target Inferno and raged them right through the town hall. And all that remains is this multi-target Inferno. The Royal Champion still has her ability. That queen charge was epic, Woody. He got everything he needed and more. Look at all those troops along that left-hand side. It's just a matter of time before he gets this base down for the 3-star.
A terrifying beast lurking in the woods, but there goes Loop Zero, and a 1-2, 1-2, and through. The Vorpal blade went snicker snack. He left it dead, and with its head, he went galumphing back. INTZ with another 3-star.
INTZ taking that commanding lead. Look at that percentage. They are at 99% average destruction. Remember, their miss is a 97 time foul. These guys are on fire, carrying over that momentum from the last qualifier. Loop Zero on fire. That was such a well-executed hybrid, and we're seeing the shift back towards the ground hybrid attack rather than that air hybrid or the flybrid with the dragons and super minions. Everyone remembering, oh yeah, we got 20 more camp space. Hybrid's probably still really good.
That was one of the most impressive, overwhelming victories on an attack since we saw MCES clapping back. INTZ are certainly a force to be reckoned with, as Nova Maodou are now shaking in their boots. They will need back-to-back-to-back triples just to keep pace against these Brazilian squad mates who have so much experience together, leveraged at the grand stage here. Jose from Nova Maodou is going to be bringing in a bit of a kitchen sink comp here. He's got a giant to block out front, a Valkyrie to support, some sneaky goblins are going to be moving on in to grab some additional funneling on the outside. Uses spells here on the early stage to knock down an air defense. This is a pretty weird start, but I like what Jose has got in mind.
This is a really bold strategy, activating the Town Hall early here. He did use 3 Quakes on it, so it did take quite a bit of damage. But I wonder what his play is. I mean, I guess we'll see the play. It looks like he's just going to try to send the Royal Champion in to disperse of the Town Hall. If he can pull this off, this will be a great grab from the Royal Champion. Seeking Shield's going to go in, throw down, take down some of those buildings. And here she goes, Woody. Free spell comes down. She's going to be able to get down the Town Hall by herself. Great read from Jose.
Killed that clan castle early, and with the first star secured, Jose just has to worry about the outer structures now, destroying as many buildings as he can. That key first star secured means that there's no chance of the dreaded 1-star fail. Jose from Nova Maodou has got his work cut out for him, though, because he knows that 2 stars is not going to be anywhere near enough to get his team back out on top. Single target Inferno has locked the Arch Queen, and that's damage. That's a lot of danger over there on that left side. He's going to get the retarget here now, but she has not drilled in the way that Jose had hoped. And with her ability already used, she is going down, Bash.
That queen goes down quickly. I think he was hoping she would get that single down, but he's moving on. He's got the Lalo coming in from the top side. We got Headhunters also pushing in with that Warden's ability. We're going to haste them on through. Look how fast they just flew in. We got a Stone Slammer being deployed, and this one's off to a great start in the middle of this base. But he's got to push through. There's a lot of big defensive buildings up, including that scatter shot. Oh my goodness, that scatter shot is just dealing so much damage.
These single target Infernos are just perfectly positioned by Renan to deny the bulk of the damage coming on in from Stone Slammers, Dragons. Even these balloons are having a tough time knocking them down. They have finally gotten the job done. A minute left for cleanup and most of the base has been destroyed. I think he might just have this one. Jose has done it with so much offense. He still has left. Fortunately for him, spread out around the base, the balloons are going to finally be able to start locking onto those enemy storages on the exterior. That one last single target Inferno will be demolished, and there it is. Nova Maodou finally find their first 3-star bash.
Putting them back in the fight. Great read here from Jose, using that Zap Quake combo to not only take out the clan castle, but he helped take down the town hall with just his royal champion. Great read on the base and a great 3-star for Nova Maodou, Banks.
Yes, exactly. The first triple on the board for Nova Maodou, managing to keep them in the race. INTZ with a commanding lead. 2 triples and a 97% 2-star. I mean, making sure that you manage to secure and get down those big defensive structures early on. That single target Inferno nearly was absolute curtains for Jose there, Woody.
It certainly was. Take a quick look at the replay now. As you saw a really clever start from Jose, entering the bottom corner and then finishing off with a bit of a dicey maneuver on the left corner, trying to knock down single target Infernos and get as much damage done with those heroes, but not really finishing off as much as I had expected. Nevertheless, he had an awesome plan for the backside. Even with the Stone Slammer being burnt up pretty early on, there were a lot of balloons and very few splash damage structures that could deal with them. He knocked apart the rest of the base perfectly, grabbing the 3 stars that Nova sought, but they're still behind by 1 dash.
Yeah, they are down. I mean, they're putting on a great show here at 94.3 average percent destruction, but INTZ is on fire here, and Celino is going to look to keep that momentum going as we have a Lalo bat. This attack is so fun to watch when it works. He's going to use Earthquake and a lightning spell here to take out that single target Inferno, and then we're going to have a Lalo come in and bats fly in late on this attack. Oh, baby, Celino, let's see what you got here.
That is a terrifying dive for that royal champion, but going straight for the single target Inferno. She didn't even have to use her ability to pop it down. Knocks apart an air defense over there on the right side, and that's going to be super helpful for this triple Lava Hound balloon push. Wall Wrecker will support this Archer Queen charge over on the bottom left now as she makes her way toward that town hall. Early stab at the core of this base is going to be super important, but here we go. The big exchange is about to happen with the Headhunters engaging that Archer Queen. Nothing to stop him. A P.E.K.K.A out in front chops through, but the Archer Queen's going to be slowed and a bit of an awkward positioning now as the Tesla's zapping her down. Super minions flying up top are poisoned, but we need the Barbarian King, the hero of this raid, to come back in and give her the cover she needs to grab the 1st star.
Woody, that was a 200 IQ play. Celino brought a super wall breaker in that wall wrecker. He used the wall wrecker to get him far, and the wall breaker opened up the compartment so that the P.E.K.K.A, the Queen, and the King could finish off the Town Hall. 200 IQ for sure. Here comes the Lalo from the top side. One ability deployed, and Celino's flying high after this open on this attack.
I love the use of the Headhunters there by Celino to knock down the enemy Archer Queen. That is exactly how I like to see him deployed early on and going straight for those key heroes that could really deal a lot of damage to your balloons. Watch out though, because they're taking a lot of splash damage on the interior. Tornado is going to pop off and start to give some more trouble for those as they try to take down that last air targeting expo. Bat spells have been dropped though, and with the freeze on top. What is going on, Bash? It is a destruction derby for Celino, finishing off every defensive structure in sight with an additional swag freeze spell left to deploy. The triple for INTZ is in the bag.
Those bats came in and took that scatter shot down. This one was such a well-executed attack from Celino. Well planned out, thought of everything that could go wrong and planned for it. And he gets rewarded with another triple. INTZ, 99.2% average destruction after their 3rd 3-star. Nova's gonna need a little bit of luck on their side. They got a triple here, and then they're gonna need a little bit of luck on their fifth defense, rather, going against INTZ. Man, they're on fire, Woody.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 attacks were triples by INTZ so far. Nova need back-to-back triples and an epic defense to be able to pull this one off. Let's see if the new addition to the lineup, Velsibor, has got it done. He's brought dragons. He's brought lightning and earthquake. He's zapping through lots of different structures in this space, not even really targeting onto anything in particular that I can see. Still holding onto a single target Inferno on defense. He knocks apart an Expo and will get some additional damage done now with this Royal Champion funneling perfectly through that left corner. Interesting decision here, Bash. I like the start so far, though.
A great start indeed, but he does pull out the Clan Castle troops here. We got a Headhunter and a Lava Hound. We don't see a lot of Lava Hound Clan Castles anymore, but that is going to hold up perhaps the dragons and the heroes if he deploys them too soon. But the Headhunter slowing down that one dragon right here. We'll have to see how he pushes through here. Velsiber, a newer player to this Nova squad for this qualifier. But the Headhunters are going down, and he's going to go ahead and pull out that Lava Hound, so it's not going to distract his troops. Great use over there to get the Lava Hound out of the way, and here we go. The dive right towards the Town Hall with all of the dragons, all the loons, range jump, and we'll have that Warden ability coming in to protect right now, Woody.
A lot of unfortunate early damage on the balloons that were meant to protect the drags out front, but they managed to catch a sinking air mine. Pretty good news here for Velsiber, as his dragons will stay safe from that heavy fire. Archer Queen on defense, though, has got her big modified Expo popping away at the dragons, and that's going to be a lot more damage, knocking them down. Two of them are going to go for that Eagle Artillery, but can they finish it off? A single target Inferno and an air defense to defend it. It's not going to be enough, Bash. The Eagle stands, and Velsiber's attack has fallen short.
I'm puzzled right now, Woody. He didn't deploy his siege machine until pretty much the attack was done with. Really interesting play here from Velsiber. Maybe things didn't go as planned, but the pressure too much, as Nova is not going to be able to close this gap. INTZ putting the pressure on early, quick, and fast, and Nova feeling it. Right here comes those loons and the dragon out of the siege machine, but this one is falling fast as we're at the 67% mark, and that queen is taking a ton of damage. Definitely not what they were looking for, as this dragon is going to try to get as much percentage, but Woody, this one may be all but done now.
Yeah, one of the lowest overall damage hits that we've seen so far today. Picks up the 2-star 69%. Nice job there, but not what we were looking for.
Definitely not. 69% 2-star. That has just absolutely plummeted their chances of coming out victorious in this war against an INTZ squad that are absolutely dominating their way through. This is the highest scoring match we've seen in this qualifier yet. Obviously, bearing in mind this is only the third war we've seen, but INTZ absolutely smashing their way through this bash.
That's right, they are putting on a show for us. They could very well be perfect through these 4 attacks, as they had that 97% time fail. It was so close, just a few buildings that didn't really mean a whole lot. No key defenses or anything there, but INTZ are going to look to finish strong, build that momentum for day 2, and we'll have to see what they can do here, Woody, as we have the one and only Marinol coming in for INTZ to finish the war.
It bears remembering that INTZ was one of the first squads, in fact, might have been the very first squad to earn a perfect war in the Clash of Clans World Championship this year. Their second war back in the June qualifier, even before army camps were expanded, got all 5 3-star hits. Marinol from INTZ, and YouTuber in his own right, is the captain of this squad, and as the clutch final attacker for his team is not going to look to let him down. All he needs to get here is a 2-star, and that will put them out of reach for Nova Maodou. Town Hall is in the bottom center of this base, and he should have an easy time going for it. Has selected the siege barracks, but might be even able to swap it out to a battle blimp if things start to go south. He has got an easy target, bar set very low for him. I don't know how else to say it, Bash. Marinol is going to have an awesome time here as he just storms through the last line of defenses that Nova Maodou have set up.
With everything deployed here, this one is all but done for INTZ. Let's be honest, but you know this INTZ squad. They put on a show for us each and every time they perform, and we got a herd of witches making their way towards the Town Hall. We do have that super wall breaker, perhaps going to try to break it in, and here it comes. The super wall breaker going to open up the Town Hall. Ooh, not quite the Town Hall compartment, the one next door. However, the rage spell will allow everything to reach the Town Hall, and that Warden's ability will protect to get that first star secured, and the second one is right behind.
Storming through this base, the Town Hall's down, and the 50% is secured. Marinol from INTZ guarantees victory for his squad, and they will move on in the upper bracket of this final month of the Clash of Clans World Championship. One more golden ticket left to hand out for our $1 million prize pool event, and INTZ have got their sights set at the very top of this mountain. Climbing high, they have stuck an ice pick into their opponents and will keep their charge going forward.
The Super World Champion getting down that Eagle Artillery. I love it, Woody. INTZ, one of the most experienced clans in this qualifier. They can feel the pressure. They know what they have to do because this lineup is absolutely stacked with talent, and this one is looking really strong. If he can get this multi-target Inferno down, INTZ is going to go 4 for 5 on the 3 stars. Nearly perfect war here. Oh my goodness, INTZ, have yourself a day. That's what we love to see, Woody.
Impressive finish from Marinol, and so close to getting their second perfect war. 14 stars total and 99.4% destruction. The lion has roared. The king of the jungle, INTZ, are looking super strong, licking their lips, ready for the next encounter. But it's up to Nova Maodou to save face. Final attack coming in from them next.
That's right. We've talked about this time and time again. Just because you're out of this war doesn't mean you just throw in the towel. You gotta put on a show. You gotta make your best effort. That way you got that momentum going into that elimination matchup a little bit later on today. But INTZ flexing and doing what they're supposed to, putting on, man, what a performance. The only fail was a 97% time fail, and we're gonna have Franco finishing up for Nova. Finish strong, Franco. We got drag bats.
10 dragons soaring in from the sky, and 6 bat spells, a pretty heavy spell-based offensive to sweep through the back end. Those bats really hate to go up against wizard towers, but pretty much any other big structure like air defenses, single target infernos are an easy snack for them. That's why Franco's got to focus down on eagle artillery, multi-target infernos, and wizard towers to get them a clear path for landing. Free spell is certainly very helpful for them on the backside as well. Ranges can keep them going even faster, but this attack is going to be all about setting up that bat spell to get things done early on. Skeleton Barrel pops over there on the bottom right side, and we'll give a little bit of coverage here for the wizard as he gets even more funneling done here for Franco, Bash.
Those skeleton barrels, I love this troop. It's a temporary troop, but it is so useful. I have even seen mass skeleton barrel attacks be very effective, but using those skeleton barrels just to help the funnel and push everything where it needs to go. And here comes that Royal Champion working in from that left-hand side, going to get to that scatter shot, and he's got an amazing funnel set up here for the dragons. Both scatter shots down. All he's got to do is fly to the town hall now, Woody.
I like it. Working hard early on. Franco has got a lot left to do, though. He's getting some fantastic funneling with minions along the exterior, knocking down some storages. But here goes the main phase of the attack. Grand Warden backing up these balloons out in front, trying to catch a Seeking Air Mine or two. But what the heck just happened? Dragons are splitting up as so many are going to go to the exterior now, not getting the funneling early on that Franco was hoping for. They're going to go back to the middle, but have been pushed out yet again by an air sweeper that just doesn't want to let Franco keep this force united.
That sweeper pushed all those dragons outside. Now we have a pack of like 5 dragons out there. However, the Royal Champion pulled some back in, and that Town Hall is going to fall right here. Oh, wow. Man, that almost didn't fall. And here comes that bat wave from the bottom right-hand side with only a couple wizard towers in their way. If they can get them down, they're going to have a great run. But that sweeper pusher back. Second freeze comes in. Woody's just got to get through this last wizard tower, and he's got 1 freeze in hand.
Easy job for Franco. The drag bats have done it. Excellent job early on, and even with a bit of an awkward split for these dragons here, he got the snipe on the town hall with one swooping far on in. It goes down, but the rest are still here to knock apart the rest of the buildings. Nova Maodou, with their final hit, have pulled the total star count up to 12. A dozen and above 90% destruction is a respectable finish despite their fall down to the lower bracket.
Definitely is, Woody. INTZ versus Nova Maodou, 14 stars to 12. INTZ will be moving into the winners bracket into tomorrow's matchups. Unfortunately for Nova Maodou, slipping into that lower bracket, they'll be competing later